Hey guys, Emily here with Final Fantasy Insider. With more classes added to Final Fantasy XIV each expansion, it's easy for veterans to lose sight of the basic details, such as how in the world you switch classes. To change classes in Final Fantasy XIV, you don't have to switch characters like you do in many MMOs. One character can be every single class, which can be changed in 5 seconds after you unlock it. The first thing you should do is go to your character page, which is C for me and most PC users. But if you can't find it, go down here to character, and then you can see which hotkey it's assigned to, or just click it there. Once you open your character page, you can see what class you're set to and all your stats. This is where you will change classes or jobs. As you can see, I'm set to Paladin because I have a Gladiator's arm. There's an easy way to switch later on, but right now I'm going to show you how to do it for the first time. All you have to do is change your weapon. So let's switch to Summoner. There, now I'm a Summoner, or rather an Arcanist, but we'll get to that. I don't have any armor on, more importantly. I can manually equip armor, but that isn't necessary because if I go up here to recommended gear, I can just equip the best gear for my class that's in my armory chest. But there's still a problem. I'm still just an Arcanist, not a Summoner. This leaves me without most of my abilities, which is very bad because I can still queue up and then I won't be able to change classes in the dungeon, so I'll be fighting with very few of my skills. To change this, I just have to equip my Soul Crystal. This is in the armory chest and must be unlocked via class quest. Now I have my abilities and everything is good. To save your gear to a set, go to the gear set list up here at the top and then click the plus sign. From there, you can switch back and forth between gear sets anytime you aren't in combat, a dungeon, trial, or whatever. Something I'll say here is that the word class in Final Fantasy refers to the initial classes in A Realm Reborn, which lead to jobs. In Heaven's Sword and Beyond, the classes you pick up start out as jobs with a Soul Crystal, which will be your primary jobs later on. So something I want to note also is that if you are using a non-Realm Reborn job, you can just equip the weapon and it will automatically equip the Soul Crystal. This works with any weapon that only has one job or class requirement rather than two. You still have to equip the armor, but at least you won't queue up to dailies as a rogue instead of a ninja like I may have done before. And that's about all there is to it. If you want to manually go to Soul Crystals, you can just go to your armory chest, Control I for me, and they're under jewelry. But you can only equip the crystal that goes with the weapon you have equipped, as weapons must be equipped before anything else. You can also equip your gear sets to the hotbar, but I find this useless, and I've only done so to create macros for cosplay contests, which allowed me to change glam plates easily because glam's attached to armor rather than gear sets. You can't have two identical armor sets with different glam sets, unless you have two identical chest piece items, if that makes sense. So now that you know how to change classes, you can be anything you want to be. Each major city has at least one class you can go pick up when you have at least one class the appropriate level. I recommend picking them all up eventually because I like to have something leveling during dailies rather than playing my max level classes all the time, which doesn't feel productive unless I'm trying to get tomestones for gear. Besides, everyone has to take a turn healing for the greater good. But to be honest, I never would have fallen in love with Astro if I hadn't been forced into healing one night. So you may be comfortable with one class, but it always pays off to learn another. Don't feel self-conscious with new classes. The community in this game is top tier, and I rarely face flamers. So do your best and remember to have fun, even at level 1.